Hi everybody, this is Cyril. You can find me on the Discord answering rules questions or doing the Card Text podcast with Bob and Scott, where we tackle various rules conundrums, or here on YouTube, where I have some playthrough videos where I go through all of the scenarios in a kind of progression fashion, and then have been playing through others, and lately have been tackling the X-Men. Or in the other side of my videos, I do some what-if scenarios where I consider some alternative constructions of some of the things that have been released for Marvel Champions so far. So lately I've been going through the Galaxy's Most Wanted box and each of the scenarios there, and kind of exploring this alternate timeline where the Power Stone and the ship command modulars are a little bit more like real modular sets and less like these random singular things that they are, and just seeing how that affects the other scenarios, completely overhauling Infiltrate the Museum, and doing some fairly significant work with Nebula. And now we come to the last scenario of the box, which is Ronan. So for Ronan the Accuser, most of the changes are going to come from the fact that we've worked out a completely different version of the ship command modular, and so that takes away Ronan's ship, takes away all of his interactions with his ship. From a thematic standpoint, kind of like with Nebula, trying to de-integrate the ship a little bit and de-integrate the Power Stone, and that means a lot of changes for Ronan the Accuser. Additionally, I want to work on some of his other cards to make him a little bit more conducive to just taking various modular sets. So I've changed the Kree Militants module a little bit to kind of enable that. So okay, I know what happened. Alright, so let's look at what's going on with Ronan. So with Ronan, having lost the Power Stone, that completely changes his interrupt. He no longer has this ability to get extra boost cards based on whoever controls the Power Stone. So on the one hand, I'm happy for that to be detached, and unfortunately I think Ronan's deck is going to be a little bit thick, and so getting an extra boost card is going to be helpful on occasion, and I kind of wanted to keep him a little bit the same as he is. I'm not trying to completely overhaul the feel of Ronan, just take away some of the bad things that happen with him, just his general overwhelming tendencies, and to take away the Power Stone as a fundamental part of his kit. So instead, I've given him this Accused attachment, which he starts with in play. And it begins attached to the first player, actually. So Accused, what this does is after you attack Ronan, you attach it to your identity. So it moves around anytime anybody attacks Ronan. And after the villain phase ends, it goes back to Ronan. So you kind of start off Accused, and then he takes back his accusation and prepares to dish it out to whomever. And then it just kind of interacts with all the various things. So after step 1 of the villain phase, if Accused is attached to Ronan, he gets additional threat. When Ronan attacks you, if you are Accused, then he gets an additional boost card, and he gains Overkill. Kind of the idea here is that he accuses you. Once he's accused you, then he's coming after you, and trying to kind of preserve that sense of Ronan just smashing you down. This means that he kind of has built-in overkill, but it's not constant, and you can kind of avoid it even in solo, because he'll keep pulling it back. So you can sort of let him be a heavy threat, or you can, when you start truly fighting him, then he's going to be coming after you. And that's sort of the idea here. We'll see how that works out. In a multiplayer game, it can be more interesting, because then you can kind of try and get the Accused attached to somebody. They can even go alter ego, because when you're alter ego, he's not attacking, and this really only cares about being attacked. and it goes to whoever's the last one to attack him, and so you can kind of play with that with player actions and stuff. Ideally, it makes him just a slightly more interactive scenario for multiplayer, but I tried to keep it so that it still does something in solo. Otherwise, it would just stay attached to the players. So that's why he pulls it back. Alright, for his cards, we have Superior Tactics. So Superior Tactics I took out for the Power Stone, right? The actual Superior Tactics side scheme. So keep in mind, Power Stone now has its own side scheme, this is what Superior Tactics used to be, and it has some treacheries in it. Ship Command also, with my rework, has a couple of side schemes, not just the one side scheme. And so, even though Ronan used to have 4 side schemes, I've reduced him to 1 side scheme, because he used to have 4 plus the 1 here, which gave him 4, 5 total. Now he has 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I moved 1 into Kree Militants, 5. So he still has 5 side schemes. Like I said, I tried to take away some of the pincer maneuver, which is just this random singular space event with Ronan going on. Since Starship Commands is much more thematically all about the space stuff, that lets me take the side scheme and use it for Ronan. So he no longer has that, he no longer has that, and he no longer has Cut the Power, because those have kind of been pushed over into these other scenarios, these other modular sets. So instead I gave him something that interacts with the Kree, because, I mean, this is part of who Ronan is, I think, in some sense. I mean, I know he's part of the Accuser Corps. He's kind of his own. He's a solo guy often enough, but I think it's part of what they did with him anyways. He's got this whole ship with all the crew in it. It's not like this Ronan is a solo fight in thematically. So here I just tried to integrate him a little bit with the Kree minions, and then the Kree Militants brings the same idea forth strongly. I guess I should change the flavor text, because it talks about Ronan the Accuser. That's not going to apply here. Oh, what happened? Sorry. Well, I don't know why that. Oh, because it's on the stack. Okay. Anyways, so we have Superior Tactics, which is just a hazard side scheme that gives one player a Kree minion when they defeat it. It reveals the Kree minion, so that doesn't actually do anything because all the Kree minions don't have reveal effects. But makes this guy quick strike. He was going to quick strike you anyways. But at least it's clear. Then there is Fanaticism. So I took away Ronan's. Well, so Single-Minded Fury again went into the Power Stone. So I took away Kree Physiology. It's just this random Surge tough status. Instead, Fanaticism, instead of having Surge, gives him a tough status. So Fanaticism's kind of playing the role of regular Fanaticism plus Kree Physiology. Now note, it no longer gives Overkill because he has that built into him. He doesn't need to get it from Fanaticism. That downgrades Fanaticism a little bit. It's not as rough of a encounter card anymore, and it doesn't have Surge anymore. Instead, it just has a weak Surge effect. And finally, You Stand Accused. You Stand Accused is slightly changed because it interacts with Accused. So he attacks the Accused hero if he can, which works well with his interrupt. Makes it so that being accused is bad, and otherwise he just activates against you if nobody's accused, or if the accused character is not in hero form. Then it just kind of goes back to standard. You Stand Accused. Why is that one? There we go. And instead of giving an extra boost card, it's just triple boost. I got really tired of the extra boost cards when I'm fighting Ronan. Let that be Nebula's thing. Okay, and so yeah, I would move 3 of these Kree soldiers, just one of each Kree soldier into his kit, and then the rest of them are over here. So when you're playing him with Kree Militants, there's no real change. He still has the same number of Kree minions, but when you play him with any other set, he'll still have these 3. He has his lieutenant with a commando and a private. And then Kree Militants is just a slightly altered set now, as it only has 5 Kree minions, as combat armor, and as a side scheme. And so it's, you know, like a normal modular set. A minion heavy one, but not just these 9 minions, which is one of the things I disliked about GMW overall, is just that the modulars are slightly hard to use outside of it because of how different they are. I think it's fine for there to be kind of minion heavy and minion light modular sets, as long as they don't too extreme. Like if they're just moderately that way, I think that's enough of a shift to the feel of the game. We don't need 9 minion modular sets to be able to have a different experience. It's too different, and it kind of messes with the scenario a bit over much. Alright, so Ronan starts out with a lot of stuff, including his ship. So that's fine. We get the mono. So he gets the flagship. So we'll finally use the flagship, which is going to pull all these ships in constantly. So that should be fun. This was in case this was just for looking at old Ronan. Okay, old Ronan himself, he has the same number of hit points. He's still got toughness, and he's been changed to interact with accused. Stage 1. Stage 2, he gets that superior tactic side scheme, and stage 3, he just attacks you as soon as he flips to stage 3. So I thought that might be fun as an alternative for what he does. We're going to be using Nebula against him because she's a guardian that I haven't played yet in the Galaxy's Most Wanted stuff. Of course, she came later, but it's fun to bring her back in. She was repentant after we beat her up. Now she's come to take the Power Stone back for herself. I don't know, however you want to view it. So I built her a Justice deck. It's a little bit like her deck and a little bit different. I don't really know. I don't remember where all these cards came from. But wrong key. Sorry. Not so much. All right, so we got one way or another. Oh, what in the world? Why do I have 2 copies of Sense of Justice? That's ridiculous. There we go. Sense of Justice, under surveillance, clear the area, think fast, some guardians to make it feel more guardian-y. I gave her a skilled investigator, justice served, to go with one way or another. She can pull out side schemes, defeat them, and get bonuses, because that's fun. So that's pretty much it. A little bit of resource type stuff. Alright, let's get to it. We'll see how this goes. These are the ships. I'm going to put the ships up here. So, this card hand to start us off. Hey, it's Gamora. Oh, one last change to Ronan, which I totally forgot about, and I didn't get a chance to make a card for it. For his universal weapon, I personally have changed this for so long that I kind of forgot that it's not what it says, but hero action is take 2 damage or deal yourself 1 encounter card. The fact that it's both, I've always thought was a little bit ridiculous, so I just make it do one or the other. So, okay, that's everything for this time. So that is interesting. I kind of like doing evasive maneuvering and Gamora. I just take 2 damage, knock this off, and then I can stun him. I'm a fan of this. I'm going to get a minion, which is going to suck a little bit. So what I'm considering is, do I want to kill these all these cards? When I play this, I will draw 2 cards. Sorry. Alright, if I played this with mono, I would draw 2 cards. I can then play Nowhere, and I can play Gamora and draw a card. But I question if I have the capacity to play Nowhere at this point. Might be a bit much. I could play. I could play multitasking, which will let me thwart both of these. That's pretty efficient. Or I could play Justice Served, which would let me thwart this and stand up. So multitasking is better than Justice Served. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang on to those cards, and I'm going to discard these 3 and see if I can draw something slightly better. Okay. I think I'm good with that. I think we're going to do combat ready, alter ego action. Discard cards from top of our deck until we get a technique upgrade. Put that into play and resolve its special ability. Well, darn. Not the thing I would have wanted the most. Play evasive maneuvering, drawing 2 cards. And then we're going to flip to hero form. I choose to take 2 damage to shuffle this back into the villain deck. And then I'm going to go ahead and play okay, I'm just debating if I want to play Cutthroat Ambition. Let's remove 3 threat from scheme. I think I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be able to kill this minion next turn, but not this turn. And that'll let me remove 3 threat from the main scheme. That's pretty good, all in all. I think I'm happy with this. 2, 3 for Gamora. And she is going to stun Ronan. Now note that he takes this back regardless of whether he attacks you or not. So it's kind of a way to avoid that. Alright, we're going to thwart this for 2. Then we're going to search this for, I think, this guy. This guy will hit me for 1 and then hit me again. He's not Kree. And the lieutenant, no, lieutenant. Lieutenant seems great. Let's grab a lieutenant. And then Gamora is going to punch this lieutenant for 2. Alright. 5-card hand. Lethal Intent, which would be so cool if I weren't going to be running out of stuff. Alright, we get one of those, we get a single ship from the flagship. It's a patrol ship. And then we resolve its special ability, which I have noted there. So it gets 1 counter immediately. Ronan is stunned, so he does not attack me. Pre-Lieutenant does, and he takes a damage because I have Retaliate 1. And then I draw a single card. It's caught off guard. That's fine. I think I will remove the threat. Attachment. Okay. Ronan takes accused back at the end of the villain phase. At the start of my turn, after my turn begins, I guess, it's a response. I have to resolve these, so I'll resolve this one. It deals 4 damage to this guy, which kills him. And then this one, and I'm going to go ahead and confuse Ronan, because I'm thinking of going alter ego here. Yep. You know, interesting thing, having lots of resources. I'm going to play Justice Served. Thwart this for 2. Use this double resource to play clear the area. Thwart for another one and draw a card. Oh, it's Eros. So I could play him with the mono, so I'm going to do that. 2 to play Eros. Oh, when I cleared that, I could stand up, which is what I wanted to do. So I could flip alter ego and heal to full. Just because I think being at full hit points is really good in this particular scenario. Alright. Feeling pretty good. Good number of allies. Gamora could have attacked him, but I think I'm just going to hold on to her. Draw some 6 cards. Alright, 1 threat. Ronan does not scheme because he's confused. I do get another ship. Oh, I was wondering. This counter goes up by 1. Up 2. And this goes up by 1. So that gets 3. And that gets 3. Those will both fire. It's kind of like a little bit of a Ebony Maw kind of thing. Blindsided. I can exhaust the Milano. I kind of don't want to. I can stun the first player. And double fists. Yep. I'm going to stun the first player. I was blindsided. That's fine, I can clear that. I did not realize Lethal Intent was a 3 of. Thought it was only a 2 of. Alrighty. Well, multitasking is not going to help me right now. So we'll swap that for an Unyielding Persistence, which is useful to activate. And it draws me 2 cards. Multitasking, I guess, would have been useful if I do one way or another. I don't know that I will, though. I could play Wide Stance. If I play both my Wide Stances, then that lets me activate for a tough status, but I don't get to clear these. So I think I'm going to save a bit. I've just spent 2 resources, so I'm just going to save 1 Wide Stance. I'm not going to play them both. Play 1 Wide Stance. Flip to hero mode and attack to clear my stun status. I'm going to play Lethal Intent so that I am tough. I do not currently have piercing, which is great. And then I will use this exhaust the mono and spend 2 resources to remove both these ship encounters from play before either of them get us a chance to fire. So having to deal with the space battle up there. Yeah, Gamora's going to go ahead and attack, and I'll hang on to Eros for the moment. Now note, this is not after you use it with any card you control or attack with an ally, so you can actually just, you know, beat him up with allies, but that's fine. I don't mind. Oh, I have +1 attack. I forgot about that. That's fine. Alright, 1 threat. 1 chip. It's an interceptor this time, which comes with an evasion counter. Ronan attacks me for 4 plus a boost. Oh, sorry, this gets 1 extra threat. I'm going to go ahead and defend that with Gamora. I want to see if I can hold on to Unyielding Persistence. Gamora takes 5 damage. I get 1 encounter card. And it is a Kree Commando. Alrighty. So, he has Patrol. That's annoying. Alright. But that's the enemy turn. Start of my turn. Wide stance. I look at the top 3 cards of this deck. Discard 1 and put the other 2 back. So I could kill Fanaticism here, which forgot its boosts. Whoops. In any order? Any order. Well, I could get more ship stuff, or I could exhaust the mono. I don't necessarily want to exhaust the mono. I could take a 2 boost. 2 boost is actually fine. That exhausts the mono when it's revealed. So that's going to be a problem. But I think I'm okay with it, because it readies the mono later. So we're going to go that direction. And then give Nebula tough status, but I'm already tough, so it does not get discarded. Which is great. Although it does mean I can't use Think Fast. That's okay. Well, I want to try and take that Power Stone. So I think I'm going to do that. Alright, I'm going to attack Ronan. For 3 damage, I have to exhaust the Milano to ignore this Interceptor. Otherwise I won't do 3 damage. But now I have a Power Stone. So that's great. Eros is going to go ahead and thwart this for 2. And then I'll use Think Fast to clear the area to thwart it for 1 more. I don't quite remember if I have any in my deck. I do, but it's a useless one. I think what I'm going to do, I already know he's going to get a 2 boost. Sorry. So maybe I didn't want to do that. As he schemes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm accused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1 is 6. 6 threat. Yes, that does not flip the main scheme. I am going to go Alter Ego. Crazy, I know. Alright, we're going to use Combat Ready to shuffle back in. Cutthroat Ambition? No. What is it? Oh, come on. It's not Weapon Master, right? That's deal 4 damage, not Cutthroat Ambition. That's remove 3 threat. It's the other one. I can't remember its name. Evasive Maneuvers. That's the one. Shuffle back in. Evasive Maneuvering, and I think I will go with... I already have a Cutthroat Ambition in there. Let's go with a Weapon Master, because Retaliate will be useful. Now I have to choose. If I use it to play Weapons Master and I draw nothing, then I can play Sense of Justice. If I use this to play Weapon Master and I draw a technique, I can play the technique and still play my Skilled Investigator. We're going to go that direction. Hope we draw a technique. We did not draw a technique, but we did draw a team building exercise, which will be a nice bit of resources, so that worked out. Okay, cool, cool. Oh no! Really? Really? I'm going to draw 6 cards. Alrighty. That means... No, that's fine. Just wanted to swap this. There we go. Okay. I draw 6 cards. I get dealt this. That's what card counting gets us. Alright, 1 threat. Ronan schemes for 4. This should have 2 boosts. This guy schemes for 1. I get an encounter card. First one is cut the power, which exhausts the mono. Oh, it's advance. Of course it is. And he schemes for 2 more. And kills that. He gets 1 face down boost card. And this second stage 2B works more or less like the Power Stone thing. You cannot remove threat while Ronan holds accused. While no one is accused, you cannot remove threat. So, a little late with that under surveillance. Yep. Well, that's okay. I can't remove threat from the main scheme, but I can still remove it from a side scheme. I'm not going to use one way or another. So we're going to go ahead and play Cutthroat Ambition, I believe. Draws us 2 cards. Okay. Well, that's Wraith. Wraith can be good. I'm going to flip to hero mode. I currently thwart for 4 and punch for 4. I would love to be able to ready. Honestly, I'm thinking about playing Wraith just to thwart this with Eros. Let's go that direction. 1, 2, 3. Plays Wraith. Eros is going to defeat himself. And Wraith is going to thwart. That's 3 threat. Side scheme is defeated. Skilled Investigator draws me a card. I'm going to pull back this 1 card. I used team building exercise to play Wraith. That's why it's in the deck. That also readies the mono. I'm sorry, I forgot to reveal this ship. Alright. We're going to use the mono to play Evasive Maneuvering. Think Fast to play Weapons Master. And this to play an Under Surveillance so that we can survive a bit longer on this main scheme. If it comes to it. And then we're going to punch this guy for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have piercing and overkill. I ignore the guard and patrol keyword and the crisis icon. I have retaliate 2, I think, because I have 2 weapon masters out. Yes, retaliate 2. Awesome. Alright. I draw a 5-card hand. So I should be pretty well off here. I think 1 threat on the main scheme. I did not attack him. 1 extra threat on the main scheme. Alright, Ronan attacks me with a double boost. You jerk. Alright, he hits me for 7, having stolen the Power Stone. I'm no longer tough. He takes 2 damage. This guy attacks me. I take 2. He takes 2, which defeats him. Thanks to retaliate. Actually, I lied. That took 1. Ronan didn't take it. Okay. And then I get an encounter card. And it's a Kree private who attacks me for 1 and then takes 2 damage for his trouble. Cool. Cool. Alright. That is the end of the villain phase. Now, Weapons Master. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I take the Power Stone and I become accused. So he's got overkill again, but that's okay because I am tough. And he is stunned. And I remove 3 threat from a scheme. Oh, yeah, I guess I can just do that then. This does 4 damage to this guy with overkill. So that is the joy of playing Nebula. You build up all your stuff and then it's gone. So I think I just want to do a bit of a build turn here. Wraith's not really in a position to do much for me. Quasar doesn't do much for me at this moment, actually. Maybe I just play Sense of Justice and Wide Stance and call it good. I think that's pretty much it. I spend 2 to play Sense of Justice. I'll spend 1 to play Wide Stance. Oh, I guess I could have held on to something. Hold on to Quasar. He's an ally. Allies are useful. I believe that. Maybe hold on to clear the area, though. Sure, we'll hold on to clear the area. And we're going to punch Ronan for 3. One threat on the main scheme. He is no longer stunned. That's right, this goes up for 1. This goes up for 2. And this comes out and gets a single counter. Alright. What do we get? We get fanaticism. Oh no, he has piercing. That's fine. I could have done without him having piercing. But he gets keys back. So I'll just have to hold him off for a bit. So yes, I'm looking at doing one way or another for a side scheme. I could let him take the Power Stone from me, or I could get a Kree minion, or get this out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. It comes into play with 3 threat. I draw 3 cards. Yep, I remove 3 threat. And draw a card. Oh, sorry, I was supposed to do that first. Oh, I guess I did it first, so it didn't matter. I looked at these 3 cards. Ooh, let's get rid of that. Okay. So I had to do that before I did one way or another. I didn't have a choice. Well, this is free. And draws me a card. There we go. Lethal Intent. Unfortunately, all I have currently is another Wide Stance. All my other ones are in my discard pile, is that right? No, I've got a few out here. So the thing to figure out is, am I going to go Alter Ego? And I think the answer to that question is yes. I cannot see a reason not to. I definitely want to do that, but I think I want to go Alter Ego first. And then we'll just clear the area to play a Wide Stance and draw 2 cards. We're going to use Combat Ready to pull another... Oh, oops, Lethal Intent's a hero action. I can't use it. I do have one, right? There it is, Gut Threat Ambition. Oh, it's just the remove threat. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do the thing. Because instead of that, what I really want is evasive maneuvering and unyielding persistence, because those are the good ones. So we're just gonna shuffle those 2 back in. And that's Combat Ready. Okay. Oh, sorry. That was tough, though. I didn't want to think fast. It's fine. He can scheme. Who cares? I needed to do that while I was in hero form. 2. Oh my gosh. I'm terrible at this. I really am terrible at this. So if I do that... Alright. Nothing has changed since I went Alter Ego, right? Like, I could just be here. No, I drew 2 cards. Darn it. Alright. Well, in that case, I guess we'll play Gamora. That's fine. Gamora's good. I want to kill his ships before they turn bad on me. Alright. All the ships are dead. One, 2, 3. Plays Gamora. As a response, she activates this, and I get to look at the top 3 cards. Cool. Let's kill this one. Kree Commando seems fine, and a single boost is fine. We'll use Gamora while he's still hanging around. Alright. 6 card hand. Cool. 1 threat. He schemes for 3. Oh, and we get this with a single counter on it. Oh, I forgot about the Starship operations. Why is this so hard? Why is this so hard? Sorry, the Starship operations triggers. And we have that. Alrighty. We get an encounter card. It's a Kree Commando. We already knew that. Okay. So now we're going to combat ready for something Excellent. Stun or confuse an enemy. We're going to stun Ronan. I don't need 2 lethal intents. We're going to play a Cutthroat Ambition and draw 2 cards. Ooh. We finally got Nebula ship. That's great. I like seeing that. So we can ignore patrol. We take less damage, and we have piercing and overkill. Those are all handy things. I'm going to just go ahead and recover before I flip. Although, yeah, I don't have +1 on all my stats or anything. So I can just remove tons of threat. I could confuse Ronan, which seems useful. I could just use the Milano. Yeah, let's just do that. We're not. Sorry. 2 threat off the main scheme with that, and we're gonna ditch a couple of these ships. All right. We're gonna attack that guy, and we're gonna hold on to Wraith for a minute. Seems good. Yeah. Drop 1 card. Draw 4 more. Alrighty. 1 threat. Ronan is stunned, so he does not attack me. This Kree Commando attacks me. I take damage. He takes a damage, I think. No. I do not have retaliate. Assault. Ronan attacks me anyways. Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to have another. Gamora defends this, and she takes 3, 6, 7 damage. This goes down to 1 because he doesn't have overkill right now. That's fine. I forgot to do this at the start of the turn. And then he schemes, because of course he does. So that gives us another one of these. This goes up to 2. Yeah, this is 1 + 2 per player. I've never fixed that, but it should still be 3. 2 counters is too few with this going off of schemes. Alright, so he schemes for 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I think I may have forgotten the accused threat. Not quite sure how it got to 3 otherwise, but that's just how it goes. So, I think that's all fine. I think we're good. Alright. Start of my turn. I can ignore everything that's important because I'm going to do this and remove 3 threat from the main scheme. Then look at the top 3 cards of this. And okay, we'll keep getting minions, that's fine. And a 2 boost, I guess. Not a 3 boost. Oh no, never mind. We'll get that as our encounter card. Because we're stunning Ronan. As always. 1, 2, 3, 4 lets us play Jack Flag, who's cool. plays Unyielding Persistence. We attack for 1, 2, 3, 4. That kills this guy. Jack Flag can thwart for 2. Wraith can thwart for 1. And we can play Clear the Area, which thwarts for 2 and draws us a card, which is nowhere. Man, I wish I had one more card. But I don't. This is going to fire. I should have used... Yeah, so I should have used him instead of that. There we go. Kill a battlecruiser. Okay. 5 cards. This goes up by 2. This goes up by 1, and we get a new ship. Did I shuffle this? I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Guess so. Just a new battlecruiser. He's stunned. I get a single encounter card. It's another Kree Commando with patrol. All right. I gain a tough status, which really doesn't matter, unfortunately. Jack Flag is supposed to have a counter. Alright, so I'm thinking for 2 resources we play Cosmo. And Cosmo can pick Treachery, right? Oh, attachment, yeah. Kill that attachment. I knew what it was. To deal 1 damage to this guy. Jack Flag can spend his counter to deal 2 damage to this guy. Then I can punch him for 3. Multitasking can knock 2 threat off the main scheme. I may as well think fast. So I take 1 damage to confuse Ronan. And then I will just spend Wide Stance rather than play it, even though it's not a bad card. Kill this troop transport before it turns into a minion. Alright. I'm hoping soon I'll be able to play some cards and start actually beating up Ronan again. He gets 2 threat. He attacks me for 4 plus a boost. Wraith is going to block that. 6 damage, no overkill, that's fine. Fanaticism is finally gone. He doesn't have piercing anymore. This has 2 counters, and there's another ship, which is a patrol ship. Alright. It's a Kree private. I take a damage anyways. Dang it. Alright, well, I thwart for 3, so I think I can one way or another here. I guess if I grab this, I only thwart for 2 and give him the Power Stone back. That seems probably fine relative to other things. He has 2 threat and he takes the Power Stone, and I draw 3 cards. Okay. Jack Flag thwarts it, gets a counter, I draw a card. For 2, I can play Eros. One of those was mental, so this guy's confused. That's handy. Eros can thwart the main scheme for 2. And then I think we're going to go alter ego. Base maneuvering to my discard pile again, so we're going to shuffle that back in. Everybody's confused, so I can't think fast. I want to save cut through an ambition so I can play it, and these lethal intents aren't going to do me any good this turn. So I guess I'll do this with a double resource and kill these two ships. So there we go. I feel like the flagship's working appropriately. Oh, I guess before I go, punch this guy for 2. I'm not ready to flip Ronan. I don't think. Alright. Combat ready is going to reshuffle in again evasive maneuvering, because that's a good card that we want. And Weapon Master, but I don't have Weapon Master. Yeah, Unyielding Persistence, because that's also a good card that I want. Then, sure, we'll spend Power of Justice. No, spend Think Fast to play Cutthroat Ambitions, which draws 2 cards. Combat ready to find Evasive Maneuvering. And then resolve its special ability, which means that Ronan is stunned. And we can't clear the area, and I don't want to hold on to Power of Justice, so I'm going to discard it. But I'm going to hold on to 1 lethal intent. I don't need to. That's plenty. Alright, and then we're going to drop to 6. So we should be able to do some stuff next turn. Alright, that goes up by 2. And we get a ship again, which is another battle cruiser. All of my enemies are confused. I have a hull breach. Sorry, I forgot to ready all my cards. I'll let that hit the Milano. I'm not too concerned about Milano at this moment. Alright, Nebula's ship wants to play Unyielding Persistence, which draws me 2 cards. And then we're going to play Weapons Master, and we're going to play Weapons Master. Then we're going to flip to Hero form. So we're in a pretty good spot there. Sense of Justice can play Clear the Area, which removes 2 threat and draws a card. And then I can spend 1, 2, 3 resources to play Lethal Intent. With that, I can choose to confuse this enemy. Seems worth it. Gain a tough status card. And do I have overkill? Yes. Deal 4 damage to this guy with overkill, which does 1 to Ronan. Maybe not the order I want to do that in. Arrows can punch Ronan for 1. And defeat him. When revealed, he attacks me. I forgot he did that. He's tough again. And he has 22 hit points. He's going to take a bit of effort to take down. And then Eros dies to his retaliate. Jack Flag can go ahead and knock off his tough status. Sure, and then I can punch him for 3 and take the Power Stone. But I do lose my tough status to his retaliate. But that's fine. Jack Flag can block. I'm going to hang on to Cosmo, I think. Ready all my cards. And draw back to 5 again. Oh, my lethal intents. I totally attacked him, so I am accused. Well, that means he has overkill, doesn't it? Yeah, I can't do anything about this attack. I do have +1 attack, and I'm stalwart. But I don't have my wide stances up, so I can't reduce damage. Darn. Well, that's life. Alright, Ronan attacks me. This goes up by 1. We get a new ship. We're going to block it with Cosmo still. He does 5 damage, which defeats Cosmo. And I take 3 damage. Yeah, I think that gives him the Power Stone. I got a Kree Lieutenant and a Ship's Engineer. Well, that's terrible. I take 3 indirect damage. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Alright. I ignored the guard keyword. I'm going to deal 4 damage to him. And take the Power Stone. And then I'm going to deal 4 damage to this guy with overkill. Oh, I also had Retaliate 2. He did take that damage. No, he didn't. He didn't attack me. Because I blocked with Cosmo. These guys didn't attack me because they don't attack. Yeah, fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. He's confused. So I'm definitely going to go alter ego. I remove 3 threat from a scheme. There's only 1, but I still remove all the threat from it. I get a tough status, which will be helpful. And I can choose to either stun or confuse an enemy. So Ronan is stunned. Alrighty. Now I have triple stats. I can one way or another. For this side scheme here. Which is going to give me a minion. But that's fine. I don't even mind getting that guy. Sorry, I played one way or another, so I got to draw 3 cards. And then I cleared a side scheme, so I had to draw another card. Cool. I need to recover. So I'm going to flip to alter ego and recover. Oh, okay. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3 to play Quasar. Then I'm going to flip and recover. Okay, we're going to spend combat ready to search out 2 cards that I want, which is Weapons Master and Weapons Master. Then we're going to combat ready. Apparently for Cutthroat Ambition. Yay. I can remove 3 threat from a scheme. Isn't that great? Alright, we're going to kill those 2 cards. Quasar is going to punch a dude for 2. And Jack Flag is going to punch him for 1. Oh, sorry. We do that to this guy. Quasar should have 1 damage. I just discarded 2 cards, right? I meant to use those on these ships. Oh no. I lost a ship. This is now the Bombard ship. There we go. Gotta wipe the dance. Weapons master. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's no longer confused. Patrol ship has 1 threat. I get a single encounter card. He schemes. For 4. Of course he does. Of course he does. Alright. We want a weapon master and draw 2 cards. Piercing overkill, that's good. I would kind of like to be able to use stuff, you know? I'm annoyed by this at the moment. And that, yeah, sorry, I gotta use Milano. Kill both these ships. That space battle is being really annoying. I'm gonna lose if that goes to 14 threat. Because he schemed. Because of course he did. Why wouldn't he? I think we're gonna give up on wide stance. We're gonna let this deal 4 damage to this guy. Boom. Nope, we're not gonna give up on wide stance. Play it. Nah. We'll deal 4 damage to this guy. Gamora's gonna kill him. No. Quasar's gonna kill him. This should be back on him. And Gamora is gonna thwart. For 2. Alright. We're trying to get a kill in here. This goes up by 2. I'm no longer accused. Hits me for 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm no longer tough. He takes the damage. He has a patrol ship. Alright. We got a rogue vessel, which is the bombard ship. Alright. That still works for this, so that's fine. We can kill it if we need to. Start of my turn. Remove 3 threat. Deal 4 damage. Take a damage. Steal the power stone. He was supposed to be stunned. He shouldn't have attacked me. Give him back 1 health. He's no longer stunned. I'm not tough though anymore because I punched him. Life is annoying. Life is annoying. Alright, he has 10 health. This is where I really would like those cards, but I don't have them. I'm trying to see if I can do anything. I'm close. I'm close. If I had a little more threat removed, I could maybe thwart this and stand up and punch him twice for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That would kill him. I think I kill him next turn anyways. I've already attacked him. I'm accused. He has overkill though. He can hit me for 4 plus a boost, which I do not love. I didn't play wide stance last turn, so I don't know what's coming. I think I'm going to go ahead and use Sense of Justice anyways to knock 2 threat off this scheme. I think I'm going to use the Milano with Strength to kill both of these ships. And then I'm going to play Wide Stance, and I'm going to play Weapons Master. And that should give me some damage and good stuff. I'm going to punch him for 3 and take a single consequential, or retaliate. One is going to punch him for 2 and be dead. And Gamora's going to hold tight. I might need another 2 block. We'll see. All those build cards I never got to play. Ugh. Oh, man. Alright. 1 threat. 1 threat. Back up to 5. Ronan is attacking me for 4 plus a boost. That's fine. No, it's not fine. More defense? 7. I die. Darn. I was so close. Oh, wait. I reduced the amount of damage I take from each attack by 1. Gamora is defeated. I take 4. He doesn't get back accused. He does get the power stone, though. Alright, as long as he does not attack me, I'm okay. Free private, I have to defend. As attached to the villain. Kind of lucky, actually. Okay, except I'm so close, but I need a card. I don't have a card. I don't have a way to get a card. This killed me. Darn. Made me lose the game. Totally made me lose the game. Oh no! I had to retaliate 1. Yeah, so I shouldn't have defended that with Gamora, because I was dead. I did 1 damage. I realized I just needed to retaliate. I thought I needed to punch him, but I didn't. So then Gamora defended this attack and took 1 damage. That's fine. Okay, now I punch him for 4, and I win before he retaliates. Before he retaliates against me. Okay, yay, that works. Okay, so yeah, that was a little tight, and maybe I didn't win in the cleanest way possible, but I'll still count it. It's close enough. If you like this, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.